a place that where the capacity is 23,000 and their maximum is what the stadium capacity is, yet the maximum game capacity is still somehow 25, almost 26,000.
All right, well, that does it for my take, just because that was just silly. That was the silliest thing I saw. So, DJ, I do know you have a little bit of an axe to grind with a certain group out there.
I'm going directly at College Gameday. There was a lot of talk of where they're going to go for this weekend in College Gameday. There was a talk of going to Columbus for Michigan State versus Ohio State. Big time matchup. Obviously wonderful. You go to those games every year. The other option was the Brawl of the Wild in Montana with Montana versus Montana State. Two FCS powerhouses with a 3 versus 7 as well, too. People forget FCS has playoffs, too, and they have an actual playoff with, if I'm not mistaken, it is 24 or 32 teams. So they bring a full rack, and this has potential first-round buys written all over it. Montana State's ranked number 3. Montana's ranked number 7. Montana wins, they both end up with buys. Montana State wins, they might end up as the number 1 seed overall in FCS. And for those of you who don't know, FCS includes guys like Carson, where North Dakota State, where Carson went to, Trey Lance went to University of Northern Iowa. James Madison is leaving, but they've been a perennial powerhouse in there as well, too. Southern Utah. There is so many really good underrated schools in FCS that send a lot of players to the NFL, too. There's small school guys that make a big burst. And going to go in. For those of you watching on the live stream, here's what one of those helmets kind of looks like loosely. It was to be played in Missoula, Montana, where you can go ahead and look it up. Tony Romo, Carson Wentz, plenty of other of those players have said it is the loudest stadium they've ever played to, saying it is louder than even the Seattle 12th man, a place that where the capacity is 23,000 and their maximum is what the stadium capacity is, yet the maximum game capacity is still somehow 25, almost 26,000. We were fortunate enough, we actually got to go there, and Carson Wentz's final loss as a college football player was in Missoula during a game where ESPN actually broadcast it because it's the first kickoff game before the rest of everyone else's season kicked off. And it was one of the most incredible games we've ever seen in person. The atmosphere there is absolutely unparalleled. When you think about it, Montana has the closest professional team is Seattle, which is a full 12 hours away, or Minnesota, which is pretty much a full 12 to 20 hours away. There is nothing in between but cows and these two teams. This is the professional teams. It is one half of the state versus the other half of the state. It actually means something. There's playoff implications. Find me too many other rivalries that really will match this one intensity-wise. There's so much on it. It would have given College Gameday would have had an incredible atmosphere. It's a wonderful situation to highlight smaller schools that will not get this notoriety early. Most people probably turned off this podcast the minute I mentioned Montucky like that. They're like, nope, we're done here. Don't care. So they really miss out on that opportunity because they go to Columbus every year. They're going to go to Ann Arbor for Ohio State, Michigan, probably, but especially if they both win out till that point. Like you go, this is a regular for you. Ohio State's probably going to make the playoffs at this rate. You're going to talk about them relentlessly. You really missed out a chance. And Desmond Howard and some of the other guys, even College Gameday's Twitter retweeting saying, wow, what a response to all of the hashtag get College Gameday into Montana things that went through. A golden opportunity, a wonderful marketing, a place that really could have used that economic boost on top of it. I mean, people know Montana is a University of Montana versus Montana State. They really dropped the ball in an incredible rivalry. So that was a long-winded rant for crunch time, but basically just going to say College Gameday is not going to do it. They dropped the ball, but we got you covered at least because we're going to be doing that game on Colorcast this weekend as well too. So you can tune into that one for the Brawl of the Wild. We will get you covered. College Gameday wouldn't, and we're not going to use the Kirk Herbstreit has to call a game excuse. We will take care of it. Just a very disappointing loss for this fantastic rivalry.
Yeah, look, hey, we've been able to watch it both. That touchdown, by the way, game-winning touchdown by Montana against North Dakota State. If you look really close, this is a giant dude with a big grizzly ball print on his shirt. That's me. I actually literally was standing right there where they scored the game-winning touchdown at, and that was a fantastic game to be doing. I can honestly attest that, yes, it is that wild there.